flow here. I'm gonna do another sketching stream, I guess. So here's a sketch I did off stream. And there's another random sketch I did. There's a couple more. So I had started this one on the last stream, I think, and I just kind of finished it. I don't know what it is. And then this is a random dog with googly eyes. So starting on a new page. Not sure if I'm gonna zoom that in a little bit. Seems kind of zoomed out. We'll check it in a minute here. Yeah, I gotta fix it. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can stabilize that a little bit better. Try not to drop my earbuds in the water again. That was annoying. Hey, El Muerto. I'm doing okay. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. You still streaming? I don't catch a lot of streams these days because I don't spend a lot of time on streaming platforms. Other than my occasional streams, of course. Still streaming, cool. Haven't been on for a week, I got sick, okay. Just like a regular cold or something. Nothing serious, I hope. I've heard it. There's things going around. Somebody I heard of just got COVID again, which I didn't realize that was still a thing. And of course, I think it's kind of allergy season for a lot of people. You think it is COVID? Oh, that's too bad. You get the shed finished? Oh yeah, it's been a long time. Hello, Itsy Bitsy. Okay, so I'm trying to stabilize my camera here. It's not perfect, but I just need it to stay generally where I put it. Whoops. Yeah, the shed, well, I don't know. The shed is never truly finished, but it's effectively finished. Brother got it, he might have given it to me. Yeah, well, if anybody you know that you see has it, I suppose it's a pretty good chance that they're probably the one that gave it to you. Not that it really matters who gave it to you, you know, it's just... that's what viruses do. I don't know, I haven't been doing that much lately. I'm getting back into drawing though, which I'm not really serious about drawing, but I like to just kind of doodle, sketch, whatever. What is that? That's weird. Some kind of glue or strange thing. Huh, I don't know what that's from. Glad to see you're around and stuff. Yep, I'm around. I'm not just around, I'm and stuff also. Yep, this is my third doodle stream, so I'm trying to get this camera to stay approximately where... Hey, EDI with the emotes. That's all I know about EDIs. They like those emotes. Yeah, I cannot get that. It shouldn't matter if it's straight. I just don't want it to, like, not show what I'm doing. What you doodling? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might actually draw something this time. I've been drawing like random scenes from Naruto because I've been watching that again, but I'm only on the second episode because I'm not really that into shows of any kind, but I tried watching it like quite a few years ago and never finished. And I was just kind of bored lately, or a while ago, a couple weeks ago. Started watching it again, but I only got through episode 2, and then I realized, hey, I could draw like scenes from the show. That'd be kind of fun. So I've drawn a few little things. You haven't seen any episode? Nice. Yeah, I'm not like an anime guy at all. Like I didn't grow up watching it or anything. Been practicing more Blender stuff to print. Cool. Cool. I like anime, but not all of them. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't really have access here, like in the States, back when I was a kid, long time ago, a million years ago. It wasn't really that widely available like it is nowadays, so it was not something I was exposed to. I think probably if I had known about it, I might have enjoyed some of the shows, but now that I'm old, I don't really care. But yeah, I have a friend that's really into anime, and I think that's why I tried watching that show back when. I don't know. Plus, I heard it was popular. I just wanted to see what it was all about. But I'm not likely to just start watching a bunch of anime. Like people might suggest, oh, you should watch this and this and this, and I'll be like, Probably not, because I don't really care about it that much. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna pull up an image on my screen and try to draw it, I guess. Back then there wasn't much, but 80s had a few, yeah. I just wasn't aware of it because, like, stuff in America was kind of, I mean, basically you just had what you had on TV because there was no internet, obviously. And, unless you had, like, cable, which I never had cable, so I just had standard few channels of broadcast TV, and they always showed stuff. It's weird. I must have closed that. When we're doing that. Very weird. Alright, gotta find it again. I can't draw, like, characters very well. Like, I can doodle my own characters, but I can't, like, replicate characters, so I'm not going to be doing anything like that. I'm just picking, like, scenes, essentially, like, background images and stuff. Mic sounds funny. We're too close. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's fixed. Yeah, I don't honestly know when if that ever happens. I don't really know why. There's nothing I can really do about it. Let me I'm gonna change the gain on my receiver though. See. Okay, so that's gonna be lower. I don't know if it's too low, but I'd rather have it be a little low than maxing out. Should be okay. All right, there goes. Yeah, I'm using a wireless mic hooked to my phone. It's kind of a janky setup. It's actually kind of the setup I use for my IRL stuff, but I have a camera right in front of my face too, so it's kind of covering what I'm trying to look at. Not ideal. Just have to make it work here. Sounds good now? Cool. Well, it could do that again though, because I don't know why I did it in the first place. I didn't actually change anything. It just happened. Hey, Xenon intern, thanks for the fires. I'm kind of new to Xenon, so I don't know what those are exactly. But thanks. I think you're my first comment on Xenon since I got back on there. I kind of thought Xenon like disappeared, and now it's like back again. Oh, nice. 4.2 cents. Sweet. Thank you. Yeah, it used to be around like a year or two ago, and then it suddenly disappeared, and now it's apparently back. Oh, speaking of platforms, Noise, I'm on Noise also. Noise is apparently going to disappear, like so many platforms. I mean, it's really hard to get financing for streaming platforms. Anyway, they're gonna just randomly disappear. I don't know. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be next week. We'll see, but it's not going to be much longer. So that's unfortunate. But guess what? I'm streaming on 2 completely new platforms today. So I was annoyed when I heard that Noise was going away because I like having more platforms. So I just added more. Let's see. Let's go get rid of that junk. Started live have streams on TikTok. I would like to stream on TikTok, but I don't think I can. Don't you have to have 1,000 followers or something? I've heard there's ways around that, but it seems like you have to install like TikTok Studio, and I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to just stream through OBS, so I kind of gave up on it, but that's cool. You need to start uploading videos on your account to get access. Yeah, I mean, I think I have access to TikTok Studio, but I don't want to use TikTok Studio. How does that work though? Do you just get like a URL and stream key that you can use like anything else? Like, do you have to have that TikTok Studio like open and running, or I don't really know. It's just a requisite. Yeah, I don't really understand it. If they gave me like an RTMP URL and stream key, I would know what to do with it, but I don't really know how to do it. But yeah, I have videos on my channel, and I don't have very many followers though, like 5 people, and nobody ever watches my videos, like 0 views on 90% of them. But yeah, I don't know. I would stream there if I could. I don't want to have like some stupid TikTok program installed necessarily. I don't really trust TikTok that much. I'd rather just have a stream key and stuff. Anyway. I only have one monitor, so I'm like kind of feeling a little bit limited here. Anytime I stream over at my craft table, I don't have my normal setup. Alright, so I really am challenged on getting the proportions of stuff right. Like, and I don't really care. I kind of enjoy just not really caring that much about it. Like, as long as it looks like something, it's fine to me. I don't really care if it looks amazing when I'm doodling. I don't use pencils. I kind of have been enjoying using ink for actually a few years now. I haven't really drawn much at all in years, but like when I did at all, I was using pens. Can't erase, so it feels kind of scary, but I'm used to it. All these little scribble lines that I do, they kind of end up disappearing, so it doesn't really matter. It's not as scary as a lot of people think it is to use pens. This is already not proportionally accurate, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. My brain has a really hard time processing that kind of information. Like, you have to compare so many different things in your brain, like the ratio of all these different things, and I can't do it. And I don't think it really matters most of the time. Every drawing that's made by humans has some kind of error anyway, and that's just part of the charm. Just not really I mean, I guess it depends on what you can define as perfect, but I don't really think there's any such thing as a perfect drawing that's made by a person. AI might draw perfectly or something, but people make little mistakes, and that's what gives it, gives it the distinction or whatever. It's one of the things anyway. I might extend this out actually, because it's supposed to be a little bit longer. The reference drawing that I'm using actually has errors in it too. I can see them easily. So it's kind of like just giving an interpretation of something anyway. It's not, doesn't really matter if you duplicate something with precision. Yeah, this is way proportionally wrong, but oh well. Oh well. I mean, when I draw just stuff by myself, I draw random shapes that don't really have any meaning in the real world. And I sometimes wonder if the real artists do that sometimes too. Real meaning like talented, professional, whatever. Because these shapes that I'm looking at, they might mean something. They probably don't. They're probably just kind of random shapes that somebody made up. They don't necessarily represent real technology or real things. I think about that a lot. Like, you look at like a lot of early sci-fi as an example, like Star Wars, if some of the early Star Treks and other things like that, they don't generally have much meaning to some of the shapes on this, like the air and the starships or spaceships. Sometimes when you watch the making ofs, they literally take like random pieces of plastic that they find and just glue them together to make a bunch of details, and each detail has no meaning whatsoever. It's not like, oh, that's like a shuttle bay or a, you know, like some meaningful piece of the ship. It's really just, truth be told, it's just like random scraps of plastic that they glued together. And then later on, the fan's like, oh no, that's every little piece matters, and so they like define what each thing is later on. But in reality, it probably never had any true meaning to it. Anyway, I do that a lot where I just draw random shapes and it really has no meaning or purpose. And I'm guessing there's some of that in this drawing too. I don't know for sure, but that would be my guess. I doubt whoever made this drawing was like, oh yeah, this is an electrical transformer in it, and you know, this is definitely shaped exactly like this. They're probably just kind of doodling. Although I'm sure some, like in some cases, like when a very technical draw artist who might also be in some kind of engineer or former draftsman or something, they might actually put some things in their drawing that make some real world sense. But no, I doubt it's always like that. I like this song, by the way. Now it's not so nice, but it kind of ruined it right there. That was kind of annoying, but generally it's pretty cool sounding. This drawing has quite a few errors, actually. It's all, you know, interpretive art, and so it doesn't... How can you say it's an error? You might say, well, it is. It really is actually an error. So even though you have these highly paid... Well, I don't know. They're probably not paid that well, actually. But you have these professional artists in Japan or Korea or wherever they're from that do this for a living. And they make mistakes too, so in a way it gives you kind of encouragement to know that, like, well, you don't have to be perfect. Since I'm not showing the drawing on the screen, you might be a little skeptical, thinking like, who are you to say that it's a mistake? It is. It really is a mistake, though. You'll see like these lines going across, and then if you trace them visually, they don't match up. And then you'll have, like on these, what do you call it? This railing up here on this balcony area, the spacing between each rail, actually, mine is probably a little bit more accurate than theirs, but it's not perfect either. I mean, so there's freedom to interpret things. And let's see, what's some other mistakes that I noticed? The lines on this awning here on their drawing, they're kind of just like not straight. They're kind of just like drawn kind of sloppy, and it looks good. Like I think it looks better when it has some irregularity and character to it. So I'm not criticizing their drawing. I'm just saying it's kind of nice to know that even the people who drew the original aren't perfect either, so what difference does it make if I match the drawing if they don't even draw it with precision to begin with? So I'm just giving my interpretation of the scene, I'm generally trying to match it as best as I can, because for me it's a good practice to try to draw what I see and get all the shapes as close as I can. But I definitely won't succeed. I mean, it's difficult. Okay, I got some major errors here, like it's way off in some ways. And when I start coloring this, I will definitely not be accurate on the color either. I just use the closest color that I generally have, and if it doesn't match up, it still looks cool, and so who cares? I've already done a few of these, and the colors that I chose were not quite right, but I don't think it matters, honestly. Oops, that was a mistake. I don't know why I put that line there. Should start up here. The proportions of this are so far off. Is your mic low because I can't hear you? No. It's like in between the yellow and the red. It should be good. Do you hear me now? Maybe you're, well, you won't even, if you can't hear me, then you can't even answer the question. Oh, somehow I missed your earlier messages. That's weird. That's weird. Only the last one showed up. Okay, let's see. I don't know why those earlier messages didn't show up. Did I just not see them? Or that's annoying. I guess it doesn't always work. Whatever. I don't know. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, all the music is from Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis games. I like retro video game music, so it's usually what I play on my stream. Okay, I think I got all the lines, so now I just have to start coloring everything. I'm from the US, United States, West Coast area. Oh, I missed a couple telephone lines or power lines, whatever these things are. There we go. Alright, now I just have to choose the decent colors, which, again, I can't always match them perfectly, and I don't really even try that hard because I only have certain colors. I'm using Derwent Inktense pencils, which I really like them a lot. Let's see, so this thing is kind of bluish gray. This color should work okay. So I just do kind of paint by number, fill in each shape with a very loose connection to the color. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then I add some distinction variance to it later. You make that toy because it's so cute in your profile? Oh no, actually a good friend made this guy for me. Yeah, this is supposed to be me. That's kind of what I look like, I guess. A little abstract, but I do have long hair like that, and I used to have this Superman shirt, but I don't know what happened to it. I guess something like this could look like just about anybody, but... Okay, so this needs a little bit more. I think I'll use lapis lazuli. Lapis blue, I guess it's called. That. I could probably use a little bit of that up here too. And then I think I'll just fill these in with that color as is. The crazy thing is, I use hardly any of these. I've never sharpened a single pencil. Like this whole set is like brand new looking because I've never sharpened them once in all the drawings I've done. Because you use like hardly any color on these things. Like I'm barely touching the surface of the paper at all, so it can last a really long time. Oh, I made another mistake here. Oh well. Connected the line to the wrong object. Oh well. I'm all about the mistakes. Have the same pencil color. Nice. Yeah, I really like this brand. These are they're like watercolor pencils, but they're inks. They're like ink sticks, so they you can get them wet and paint basically. So I'll show you in a minute. Well, it'll be a while because I'm gonna probably color in everything first, and then I'll go back and do the stuff. I'm gonna put all the colors down. And then I'll use the water brush. Yeah, this brand is kind of expensive. Like, they're $2 or $3 each pencil, so I can't afford to buy all of them. There's 100 colors, but I'd have to spend like $300 to get all of them. So I just bought like the ones that I wanted to try. I think I have like 30, so I have like quite a few. 33, 34 colors, I don't know. But I don't have all the available colors. It's expensive. Let's see, I need yellow under here too, I guess. Mix that with some of this stuff. And then kind of a red color here. You're $1, 84 rupees, and you can have so many things with 84 rupees. Nice. Yeah, I was like really wanting to get this particular brand because it's they're very vibrant, these colors, and once you add water to them and they dry, they're basically permanent, which I really like that feature. Okay, I don't know which color to use here. I'll use this one. In India, yeah. Yeah, I mean, depending on where things are made, some things might actually be cheaper there if they're made in India, or I don't know. A lot of stuff that we have here in the US is made in China. And I don't know if it's cheaper or more expensive for you to buy things from China. It seems like it should be cheaper because you're closer. It wouldn't cost as much to ship things or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know much about that stuff. I like that there's not a lot of colors on this drawing. It just makes it easier when I don't have to like mix a million colors. That color on the building is so subtle, it's like almost not. It's basically white. You have so many things in India, 7-Eleven, yeah. It's cool. Yeah, I think I've heard that 7-Eleven is really different in a lot of different countries. Like here in the United States, it's kind of a junk food place. Just to get like sugary drinks and snacks and stuff like that. But I know in some other countries you can buy like real food and other groceries and stuff. I think 7-Eleven is actually better in a lot of countries than here. Okay, I need to just barely touch it because it's almost white, but it has a little bit of yellow in it, so that should be good enough. And there's a shadow under here. Actually, I think I will use gray on that one. And then I need bark. Okay, what else do I need? Oh, I have to do this area over here. I think this color will work for that. If I do it light enough. And then this other brown might mix with that. Our 7-Eleven, we don't have US or some other countries snack, we only have Japanese food. Yeah, that's awesome. It's so much better. Like actual food. Yeah, our 7-Elevens serve mostly junk food. Not stuff that's not healthy and pointless food that has no nutritional value. Okay, I need something for the sky. I think I will use this one. Is it nighttime here? Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's like really early in the morning. I often stay up all night, so it's like 3 in the morning here. Daytime there, nice. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay up all night tonight. Okay, I think I got everything colored properly, except for these big wire things, but I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with those yet. Let me see if I might just use this. Yeah, let's see, I had that gray out. Okay, that'll work. Okay, that's it. Now I can start painting stuff. This is where the real magic happens. Oh, I forgot something actually. Got the window. Okay. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I gotta go. Hey, no worries. Thanks for staying high. Appreciate it. Have a nice day or evening, whatever. A laughing anteater. Oh, hey. Hey, Vampy. I don't eat ants, so that's good. That's gross. Eat flies according to my username, lore. Yeah. Well, that's much better than ants. Obviously. Speaking of platforms, they're dropping like flies. Get it? See how I pulled that together? Noise just announced they're not going to exist anymore pretty soon. I kind of always think of Party and Noise being sort of like sister sites just because they sort of appeared around the same time. At least what I perceive to be the same time. And they have some similarities. Spelled with an I, yes. I don't know, they just seem the same to me. I haven't like met anybody really on either platform. Supposedly Noise had a really Noise community. I never really met anybody, but like I just noticed the announcement on the Discord and everybody was like, "Oh no," and like talking about the community and whatever. I'm usually not the first. I'm usually the last to know about community stuff because I'm not really connected with stuff that I used to be back in the D-Live days. I was part of the community, but not so much anymore. Best. By the way, I'm stream. I don't know if you're still actually listening, but streaming on 18 platforms today, I think. Possibly 19. I lost track. It's my personal, all-time personal record. I think my record before was 15. It's completely ridiculous because nobody watches me, but I think it's fun. I like streaming on everywhere I can possibly stream. The only places I don't stream are like the social media platforms. I don't want to have to create social media accounts again. I haven't had them for like 15 years or something. I wouldn't mind streaming on TikTok though, even though it's not my favorite platform. It's just there's actually people there. Nobody watches my videos, but like I think there's a chance they would watch the live stream based on what I've seen. How a couple other friends do on there. TikTok is for women and children, and yeah, well, I don't care. So is every platform anyway. Like, how is that different than Twitch and Kick? I don't think it's any different. And YouTube, for that matter. Alright, we're getting pretty close. More or less done with the painting. Do a little bit of pen work once this is dry. Actually, let me see. I should do this right there. Actually, I'm gonna do the whatever you call it, the railing. Yep, I'm on there too. If you can find a place that I'm not on, that would be impressive. So there's a couple platforms I'm not on by choice. They're trying to respond to me on Nemo. Oh, is it not working there? Yeah, I'm streaming on Nemo, but I don't know if it works. Yeah, I don't know why it's not picking up over there. It's weird. I like streamed all. That one should be working. It's supposed to pick it up without popping up. They might have changed. Kind of annoying. Yeah, I guess I had to have the chat popped out for it to work. I don't know why. I think it in the instructions it said I didn't have to, but you know, apparently that's wrong. So whatever. This drawing has all sorts of mistakes, but I don't care. Actually, turned out a little better than I thought it would. Except I'm gonna get a little bit more color on those things. I have a better question. Why not? Because it's fun. Thing is, when you're a small streamer, you get like 1 or 2 viewers anywhere. If you're lucky. Like 1 or 2 viewers is good if you're lucky. Like if you're a small streamer. So if you stream to 19 platforms, you might get 1 or 2 viewers times 3 or times 5 or times 10. So you get 30 viewers. That's why. More connections, more viewers, more fun. Like if I only had 1 platform, for example, I might get 1 viewer every month. That's not even an exaggeration. But with all these platforms, my chat can be, you know, somewhat interesting or active. For big streamers, it makes sense to commit to 1 platform so you're not dividing your attention, but for small streamers, it's way better to do multiple platforms. Alright, let's see. I think that's pretty good. Now I just have to wait for everything to totally dry so I can do a little bit of pen work on top. Ironically, the smaller platforms are actually typically better than the bigger ones for small streamers. Because small streamers never get found on like Twitch and Kick and YouTube, etc. The discovery, the algorithms don't favor small streamers, so the small platforms are better for small streamers, but not just one. You can't just do one small platform. It's only better if you do all of them. Trust me, I've got it figured out. Been doing this a long time. Okay, I need a 0.1 pen. Streamers like me will never be successful though. Like, I'll never grow to a large stream, and I'm okay with that. Not everybody will. In fact, most people will not succeed. That's just fact. Some people, oh, it's so pessimistic. That's true. Just rejoice in the truth. Deal with it, you know? That right there is the cold, hard truth. Most people who do content creation will not succeed. Vast majority. But as long as you're having fun, all that matters. If you enjoy it, if you get something out of it, makes your life better somehow, then who cares if you succeed or blow up, get big. I certainly don't care. This cord, or this wire here, is not touching the right thing. I made a mistake, but only I know that because I'm looking at the reference image. So, nobody cares. Alright, that's pretty much done, I think. I guess I could go over the edges of these a little bit. This kind of stuff really kills pins. I don't know why. But just... these things don't last very long. That's one of the reasons I would consider switching to dipping nibs in ink, because you would never really run out. But that has its own set of issues, problems, challenges, whatever. All right, there we go. So let's see, this one is called... Naruto 2F. So the 2 means it's from episode 2. F is just, I took a bunch of screenshots from the show, and I just gave them letters as I was taking the screenshots. There's no real significance to the letter other than the order of the screenshots that I took. Reference images. This area is not quite right, but it looks cool. I mean, it shouldn't have any green. It's more like yellow, but it doesn't matter. Overall, the colors are not bad. Oh, I guess I should sign it. All right. I'm gonna check. I want to see what that looks like on my stream. I can't really see it right now. Yeah, the colors look very different on stream, but generally, it's okay. Yeah, can I zoom in? I can't remember. Oops. There we go. Right, I might actually end the stream. It took a lot longer to do that sketch than I thought it would. I could do another one, but let's see how long I've been going. An hour and a half. And it's 4 a.m. Yeah, I think I'll head out. Hey, Elfsar. Lurk Master Elfsar. Hold on a sec. Alright, well, hold on a sec. Just dropped a pencil. Don't want to step on that. See you, Vampy. I'm waiting for a second. Elfsar wants something. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. There's the drawing. I mean, there's the original. Got 3 more subs for you on YouTube. Thanks. You can end stream whenever you want. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Let me see if I can show some of the other drawings that I did from Naruto. Let's see, where are they even? There's another one. That was the first. I think that was the first one I did. It's actually a pretty famous scene from the first season. And let's see, what else do I have? I don't know where the other ones are. I think they're on a different hard drive that I don't have access to right now. Oh, here's one. Now this was the first one. Yeah, this was the first one I did. And then I have a couple others that I haven't scanned them in yet, so and it's complicated to flip to them in this journal because I have like all my personal writings in there too, so I have to like cover part of the page, you know, all that. So anyway, but yep, there's my Naruto drawings. Let me see if I can show another one of them in here if it's on a page with not too much other stuff going on. There we go. That's a scene that anyone that's watched the show should be able to recognize what that is. I think that's it so far, but I'll probably draw more from the show. Here's a little sketch that I did recently. We got like bottles for brains. And I showed these earlier, but here's some other ones that I did recently. Anyway, I think I will head out, but I appreciate you, Elfstar, good friend. And anybody that's lurking, feel free to say hi anytime or just continue lurking for years to come. Either way is fine with me. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. I will catch you all later.